Hey, this is Frank with another episode of S.W.A.G Daily. The topic today is finding niche business ideas. That is, things you can do that you can charge money for, either in terms of a product or services. The short answer is be observant. Look for the needs that you see that already exist in people's lives. You see, if you can see a need that already exists, you don't have to do a lot of work convincing people to give you money in order to fix that need. And this idea came to me today because I had an experience with my dad helping him with computer support over the telephone. The other day I got an email from his account. It was actually from someone in Lebanon asking me for money. And I said to myself at the time, oh my goodness, somebody hacked my dad's email account. So I called him and I said, Dad, you got to change your email password. He goes, well, my computer froze and some company charged me $200 to unfreeze it, which actually made me realize his problem was even worse. Some company had used a virus to lock his computer up and then extort money from him to get it unfrozen. This has been a scam that's going on for about 2 years. At the very least, to my knowledge, and it appears that the same folks that did that also got his email password. So I spent an hour and a half talking him through not only changing his email password, but some of the things he had to do to protect himself, including not leaving his computer on, not saving passwords in his browser, etc., etc. It also turned out, knowing how old his computer is and my mother's computer behavior as well, I was like, look, instead of spending $200 to fix it, go buy a new computer for $350. And I suggested a Dell computer. And he said, no way, I've bought Dell before and they don't support their products. And then he said, and this is the clincher, there's got to be a company out there that will sell you stuff and be able to provide support for it. Now, of course, this is reasonable to an average human being, but in the age of the internet, we all know that large internet companies make huge profit margins because they don't have customer support. I mean, it's one of the oldest complaints in the book about the big internet companies. They don't care because you have nowhere else to go but their 5 or 6 services, and they just are not going to have 100,000 people on the telephone answering silly questions that are silly to them. Of course, if we need something fixed, we want support, and there are other ways to get answers on the internet, but they are not so readily apparent to 74-year-old people, such as my father, who's not an unintelligent person, and he's not losing it. I mean, he's, just 74. But he said several times during our conversation, this is over my head. He also knows his limitations. So the niche business idea, of course, is providing computer support, trustworthy and reliable, for senior citizens. Being online for senior citizens who are either separated geographically or perhaps homebound from their family is a huge benefit. It's a wonderful thing. But unfortunately, they are prone to either not completely knowing how to use computers or protect themselves or fix problems, and they just don't understand it. So for an hour and a half, I'm sure I could have charged my father $75 to maybe $100. I should probably charge him more, but that's my dad. But the point is, I think that is a legitimate business, especially if you set it up in a very reliable and trustworthy manner. You put your face out there, you verify your identity, etc. You could do something like that very easily, and again, I came up with the idea because I was just observing reality as I found it. I was talking to a senior citizen today with computer problems and being scammed online, and he needed that service. Happy to provide it for my dad, of course, but I think if anyone out there is looking for a business, that is a legitimate idea in and of itself. But the I would say higher view or more broad observation really is look for the pain points that you can see in the world around you as you go through your day. You may come across a senior citizen with those kind of problems. And the funny thing about seniors is they know how to use email, because I think everyone has gotten those crazy old man or old woman chain emails from family members. So if you were to provide that kind of reliable service at a reasonable price for seniors, automatically they would send out perhaps a not crazy email to 100 of their closest friends on their crazy email chain letters. So, I'm having some fun with this particular idea, but if you're looking for a niche business concept that you can set up easily with a one-page website and a Craigslist ad, just look for the pain points around you in daily life and be prepared to really learn how to do it properly, be reliable, trustworthy, and you'll have all the business you can handle. That's all we have for today. Make sure you check out our website, startwinningactionguide.com, get the free book, and check out some of the information we have there for you.